Hey everyone, this is Mr. Dunkel. Now that you've learned the different types of shots in these two sections right here, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to make a storyboard. And what a storyboard is where you draw out images representing all the different camera angles you need to tell your story. So you'll see an example here. Here's this little story I have about some minions, and they're up in a space station above the Earth, and then there's a minion running, or person you see here running through a hallway. There's some musicians. We go to medium close-up of musicians and that type of thing. So you can tell through the story, if I were to film this, I could look at my storyboard and know exactly what types of shots I want. And that's the purpose of a storyboard. The storyboard helps you stay organized, you know exactly what you want, and more importantly, you don't miss any shots. So that's what you're going to be doing today is you're going to make a storyboard. And then once you have your storyboard drawn, you're going to go to Google Images and use WeVideo to make what's called an animatic. And I'll explain that in the next video. So for this section right here, though, what you need to concentrate on is making the storyboard. So you're going to need a blank sheet of paper. You can use a pencil or a pen. But what you need to do is first think of the story that you want to tell. And I'm going to give you the freedom to come up with whatever story you want. With the 8th graders, I gave them a story, and we just all did the same story. Your story can be very simple. It can be something like they did. And what we did for them was basically we had a setting like Central Park, and two people walked into the park, met each other. One person shows the other person something so we could get an extreme close-up. In some classes it was a cell phone, in others it was like a wedding ring. And then the other person reacts, and then they left. So that was a simple story, and you can do something as simple as that. But you have the freedom. So I'm going to give you the freedom to choose your story. But what you're going to do is you're going to think about your story, and then you're going to think about, all right, what shots do I need for my story? And you're going to draw that in your storyboard. So remember, you want to start with an extreme long shot. Let us see where we are, and then kind of move throughout the other types of shots. So this is an example right here. Now, your requirement for your animatic is that you have all the shots from extreme long shot to extreme close-up. So you'll need extreme long shot, a long shot, medium close-up, and extreme close-up. So it's 6 different angles that you're going to have. So you're going to need a minimum of 6 shots, but you should really probably have a little bit more than that so you can duplicate things. You do not have to have high angle, low angle, or Dutch angle. But if you can fit that in, then go ahead and try to fit it in. So think of the story that you want and then start drawing it out on your paper. Just use stick figures. Notice that these are not very detailed drawings, and you do not need a detailed drawing. So you can use stick figures, which is fine. The purpose of this is so that you can see, if you were to film this, you can look at your storyboard and know immediately the type of shot that you need. Or you could give it to someone else who is filming for you, because maybe you're an actor, and they can look at your storyboard and see what type of shots that you need. So just draw it well enough that you know what's going on and you can see basically what's going on. So don't get bogged down in trying to do all the little details. As you draw it out, though, right, like if it's extreme long shot, and I've spelled it out here. You can just use the initials if you want, like ELS, MS, and that type of thing. And those are listed in that shot type PDF file. So this is your next step. So take your time. Don't spend too much time, obviously, but take your time to think about your story, draw out all the pictures that you want. Every time you change your camera angle, that's a new picture. Okay, so even like movies that you see like Star Wars or Mockingjay and these big, long movies, a director and a storyboard artist sit down and draw every single shot they want for the film before they ever ask an actor to come to stage or get a camera out. So that's what you need to learn how to do. And it's not a hard process. It's if you draw stick figures, you can knock this out in 7 minutes kind of thing. And then we'll move on to the next step is taking your storyboard and then turning it into an animatic.